Well, hello. Thank you so much for the like so far, you guys. And before we continue, Lotus Squad, welcome back to Lotus Tarot 44. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the squad. Now, usually what I like to do before we get into the collective is give everyone some time to get in here. And we fill this time with music. And we've put in the chat here, as you can see, the title Freedom. And this is the energy that we are being presented with at this current time. So while we give everybody some time to get in here, check it out. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button if you're just joining. Hit the like button, hit the like button, everybody hit that like button if you're just joining. Hit the like button, hit the like button, everybody hit that like button if you're joining. Hey, hey. Tweety up in the house, got Tony and Asia's mom. It's bomb.com, and we about to do it all up on your moms. We about to go. Hey, let me know in the chat if you get down like that. Everybody, 444. If you want more. Hold up. Wait, hold up. Damn. The connection is screwing up. Hold on, y'all. Hey. 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 Hey, Asia. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. We about to blow. They ain't even know. Cause when I show up, I always blow up. Okay, look. Let me get to shuffling. Because as beautiful as it is outside, I feel the energies. It's very electric. You should do it, Tweety. It's your world, girl. Rock that shit. Make it look sexy, girl. Hey, welcome to the show. Oh. And Tony and Asia's mom, hey girl, since you are a moderator, all the links are right at the top of the chat box. So copy them when you get a chance, if you don't mind. Hey, hey, throw your hands up. Hey, hey, throw your hands up. Hey, hey, Lotus Squad in the building, everybody. Here we come. Hey, 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 hey. Huh. Thank you, Yvonne. She's so sweet. Huh, 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 huh. Okay. Get ready. Get ready, everybody. Are you ready? Get ready, everybody. Are you ready? Are you ready? Y'all, leave a like if you're ready and share the video. You already know. Share the video. Hit the share button. What you looking at me for? Hit the share button. All right, y'all ready? Yes. Look, Yvonne is ready to go. Yes, queen. Yes. Yo, y'all will never guess what just happened. I'm going to show y'all. Watch this. Watch this. So once again, everybody, welcome to the show. Today is a beautiful, beautiful day, not only to sip that piping hot tea, but also to come together as the Lotus Squad, come together as one, all under the same sun, you know, and doing our thing, because right now I feel so many beautiful energies, but we're running into some roadblocks, y'all. While I was in the middle of shuffling, we got somebody who could be dealing with a Gemini or an air sign, period, Aquarius or Libra as well, where somebody is coming in very quickly. They're either reaching out very quickly, they're either popping up, maybe popping up with a message in your, on your social media, through text message, through email, through other people. There's somebody here where they're self-serving. They'll never come through for anyone else unless it has something to do with them benefiting from helping someone else. There's somebody here that's angry. Welcome, Hobby Lobby. Welcome to the Lotus Squad and welcome to the live stream. But I will say this right now, and hey, Traveling Boss, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. There's going to be some quick communication coming in. Somebody's moving real fast. So either they're going to try and move quickly towards their end goal, move quickly towards sleeping together, move quickly towards making plans, rushing people with decisions. Because, guys, I know that everybody's noticed today's date. Today is February 22nd, which is 2/22/2020. And add all of those up, and you have the number 10. And what I love about the number 10 is that it doesn't just represent endings. It reminds me of the death card in a sense. Because 10s not only represent endings, but they represent new beginnings. Because once you calculate the 10 down to a single digit, it's 1. So it's the beginning of the end for some. And 2/22, which is an angel number, it's all about balance, regaining balance, and making the right decisions. Decisions, because what goes around comes around, you guys. And whatever you're being met with, whatever quick communication you're being met with, I just have to say be careful, because this person is definitely not trustworthy. They're not safe. They may blow up on people, or they'll say all the right things in the moment to try and get what it is that they're after. Maybe they'll even use the words "I love you," or maybe they'll play on your emotions in order to manipulate your feelings towards them, or using sex to try and create some sort of bond or soul tie. I see a lot of this energy coming in, and we're going to put this down. Some of you guys are dealing with an earth sign as well, people within the family and people within the workplace. Welcome, spiritual guidance. Welcome to the Lotus Squad and welcome to the live stream. But here we go. Somebody is going to try to sideswipe the other here. So again, if somebody's popping up at your house, or, you know, it definitely could be somebody who's into metal music. Maybe they, you know, maybe it's a male here. They have dark hair, long dark hair. Maybe some of you guys could be dealing with somebody who wears their hair slicked back or gelled in some way. But with this crow alone, that represents death. And when it comes to swords in general, swords are double-edged. It can be used to heal or to kill, to destroy or to create. This person obviously uses the type of communication style to wreak havoc. There could be a lot of people that may have been very negative that we've had to cut off. Maybe people have tried to confront us on something that they know nothing about, or maybe they just are just shit stirrers. And we've had to cut them off with the quickness before any more damage could be done. We're receiving a lot of communication from our ancestors. You guys may not be able to see it very clearly since the live stream's a little bit blurry at times, but within this card alone, I see a lot of people are tapping into the Christ consciousness that the collective is being immersed in, with the acceleration of these frequencies, moving up a dimension. We're being protected. Somebody could be trying to come in just to destroy or to cause harm, as stated before, physical, mental, or emotional harm here. But now, right now, we're being challenged with this sort of destruction and chaos that this person brings. In the midst of trying to establish a firm foundation or a firmer foundation for ourselves. We're going out, we're trying to look for work. We're focusing on tending to the home, tending to our own garden, you know, staying consistent. And decisions. Today is all about decisions. What are we going to end and what are we going to begin? That's what we need to be focusing on right now. And there seems to be a lot of distractions, you know, and here we have this situation where if we're dealing with self-serving people, people that get angry when you tell them no, when they don't get their way, you know, they'll probably try to hit on you, you know, real quick, or try and get your number real quick. And you know that their intentions are not good. They're not really trying to take you out. They're just trying to get the end result. And when we're finally making a firm decision not to deal with anyone that we're not emotionally invested in and who's not emotionally invested in us, when we make that decision and we put our foot down and we say no, somebody's going to try to confront us about us saying no. And so because they're sitting here with all of these scars and fresh cuts from, you know, always being in battle and fighting people verbally, fighting people physically, you know, this person is just, again, a shit stirrer. If they're miserable, they want everybody else to be miserable. Ace of Pentacles reversed. I see that there is definitely a missed opportunity here that we've already either decided to shut down, or it, you know, the universe could have stepped in, divine intervention, stepped in to put an end to something here. Some of us are coming out of a situation where, you know, if we're dealing with any legal issues, somebody's coming out on the losing end. It's definitely the person that's the shit stirrer. It's definitely the person that loses their temper and moves too quickly. They're impulsive. They have no impulse control. They are sexually impulsive, which is just causing danger to themselves and their partners. They don't protect themselves. I'm also seeing that. I also see a lot of family, you know, and workplace references where there's a lot of angry words being exchanged and a lot of people trying to, you know, cause harm or cause panic or, you know, whatever, cause chaos in any way that they can, because we're not falling for the okie doke anymore. And I also see that we're focusing more and more as each day passes on self-love and self-discovery. We're also focusing on things that we've already learned. You know, we're not relearning the lessons. We're not going to continue to stay in that pattern. And a lot of you are going to be dealing with a lot of people that feel abandoned. They're confused. Maybe they're used to always getting a lot of chances or always having an easy way back in to your life or back into your bed, back into your head, back into, you know, your life in general, and being able to get responses out of you or to trigger you in any way that they can. You know, this is the type of person that likes to make other people jealous or make other people feel less than you know, them, when really they're just projecting how they truly feel on others. And connections here, and to finally stop the vicious cycle. More focus into moving forward, finding new work, finding new homes, finding new relationships in general. We're focused on trying to stay consistent. We're moving slowly and methodically. But yet there's somebody that tries to rush us in some way as well, I'm seeing, while we're trying to regain stability and to establish a firmer foundation for ourselves. Death reversed. I see Scorpio energy coming up here, where there could be a situation where somebody's just not, they're not wanting to let something end here. Somebody is very resistant to our decision to put an end to something here, for sure. And somebody reacts very defensively, very angrily, because they don't get their way, or they're not going to get their way. They want us to be done when they want us to be done, or they want things to be done on their terms. But because it's not going that way, I see this definitely being a result where now, especially concerning relationships where things are not maturing, you know, you realize you've grown apart, things are stagnant. It was just a relationship filled with disappointments, arguing, conflict. I see a lot of hot and cold behavior happening here. So one minute, you know, they're really hot and heavy, they're invested, but yet there's a situation where they switch up whenever they're upset about something, or whenever they feel slighted, or whenever someone tells them no, especially. Their whole demeanor changes. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like while we're establishing roots here, again, we're tending to our own garden. We're repairing our DNA. We're healing ourselves. And everything that we're working towards concerning our home, concerning work, concerning our goals, we're starting to see things flourish. Some of us are unlocking abilities here that may have lied dormant within us. And while we're slowly but surely manifesting and, accumulating abundance, attracting prosperity and abundance in our lives, standing in our truth, speaking our truth, trusting our intuition more, and cutting away all toxicity, whether that is workplace bullying or toxic environments, toxic friendships, toxic family relationships. The more we tend to our own garden, the more we continue to focus on healing ourselves, the more we continue to stay consistent along our path, especially to the light workers out there, focusing on our mission, we will be able to repair and heal generational curses. We will be able to heal everyone in our families. But some of us have to stay away from certain family members in order to be able to do our work. We have to stay away from those that try to distract us and to deter us and to bring us down in order to continue to do our work. Even to those of you that support us light workers, you guys play a valuable role in this mission that we're trying to accomplish here. All the likes that you guys leave on our videos, or those of you that book private readings, those of you guys that, hell, even just simply leave a comment or share our videos. It doesn't have to just be about monetary support. Just you guys being there to be able to cheer us on, to listen to our messages, to allow us to connect with you. It's all going towards generational healing. And the more we continue to stand in our truth, the more that we continue to focus on our intuition and let that guide us through the darkness. And as long as we're not afraid to sever all ties to toxic people, places, things, and habits, we will continue to forge forward. And there will be a lot of angry people that they will resist your decision to want to end things. But you realize it's just going to be the same old thing where it's just going to be a vicious cycle. 1 minute, everything's hot. The next minute, it's cold. Things are doing well for a week, and then they fall apart in the same way that they always have throughout the years. And to you guys that's in the chat, happy birthday to you guys. And you know what? I'm going to say to you guys, okay? So give me a minute. We're going to pause while I'm shuffling. We'll let the cards come out, right? Y'all ready? Everybody in the chat say happy birthday while I'm singing. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lotus Squad. Happy birthday to you. All right, let's get back into the message, y'all. Because right now we're being faced with a lot of different decisions that we need to finalize once and for all. Some of us may be leaving the door open, for us to be able to walk back in to certain people of our past, or maybe we've allowed the door to remain open to other people, for them to walk back into our lives from our past. But somebody's going to end up abandoning a situation because they're tired of the disappointments. They're tired of the fighting. They're tired of every time they try to call someone out, or every time they try to have a logical conversation, or every time they speak their truth. It's like walking on eggshells with this other person here, because they use anger as a form of manipulation to keep everybody in line to what they want to get out of other people. I see some Aries energy coming up as well. So we have a lot of people that we're dealing with, you know, and especially family references, mother and father references here. I feel like things are starting to come full circle. So if we've been feeling weak, or if we've been feeling like we haven't been able to heal, or if we've been dealing with a lot of, you know, shakeups, breakups, and makeups, now I feel like we're going to be a lot more firm and stern. We're not gonna fold. We're maintaining our control. We know that the ball is always in our court. So whether somebody is not treating us properly, or if they're treating us well, it's up to us to make that decision to either decide to stay and put up with somebody's mess, or to stay and allow the right people to stay in our lives. And you know what? I'm going to cut the deck right here, you guys. Yep. So I definitely feel like we're definitely speaking our truth. We're speaking out about how we truly feel. You know, maybe some of us may have discussed how we felt throughout childhood, or maybe we're talking about our story with like-minded, individuals. We're finally expressing ourselves freely, regardless of whether people, you know, respond harshly in kind. Some of us are getting a lot of messages from people here. There seems to be a lot of people that's trying to move quickly. There could be an offer made. Maybe somebody's confessing that they have feelings for us, or maybe we have confessed this to someone else. We've been putting in a lot of time into some of these relationships where people are coming back and wanting to establish communication. And I feel like there's a lot of pressure and stress here. There's a lot of pressure. Somebody may be pressuring us to fall in line in some way, or pressuring us to be a certain way, or pressuring us whenever we try to speak our truth. But there's definitely a situation here where if we've been dealing with sleepless nights, we've been dealing with anxiety, fear, depression, sadness, pain, you know, obsessive thoughts, we're starting to pull ourselves out of this. We're starting to realize that there have been a lot of people surrounding us that have been doing a lot of future faking. And if you guys are familiar with narcissism, and you guys are, you know, researching a little bit more about cluster B personality disordered people, we start to see more of this energy where, you know, they'll say anything that sounds good, but they don't really mean it. And somebody is being tormented in some way. Anybody that has tried to do any dark works, they may be trying to throw everything that they can at you. And some of us may be feeling like it's getting harder before it gets easier. But once this starts to lift, once we start to see past that veil, once we realize that all the people that's being mentioned here, that's just told you things that they felt like other people wanted to hear, and you realize, wow, I really don't know this person at all, do I? All they do is bring stress and anxiety to my life. And here we have the King of Pentacles. Ladies, I feel like when it comes to relationships, for those of you that have decided to date yourself first, amazing, because same here. Know your worth and never settle, because as long as we don't settle, as long as we maintain our control here, we will find someone that is equally yoked. We find someone that brings more than what we bring to the table willingly. The advice is to focus on controlling where your money goes, where your money comes from, trying to figure out more financial literacy, better budgeting, saving up a little bit more. For whatever it is that you want to do, it can be achieved. It'll just take time. It'll be a very slow process. But I see a lot of stability. I see a lot of abundance coming our way. And even though people will try to stop that, or will try to deter you from what it is that you've been doing, I feel like the more we maintain our control, stand firm in our decisions, be fine with saying no, we'll be able to maintain our sanity here. There's a lot of jealousy, you guys. There's a lot of jealousy. So if someone feels like you're getting a lot more attention than they do, or if they feel like, you know, if they have feelings for you, they don't like the fact that other people may find you attractive. Maybe you do things, you know, within the creative, you know, the creativity, the abilities that you have creatively. I feel like if you're tapping into your artistic abilities and being able to, you know, produce better content, whether that's filming, whether that's dancing, singing, making beats, making music, whatever the case may be, somebody's very jealous of your talent. Somebody's very jealous that, you know, they're not the only ones getting your attention. And all of the things that they've done, all the lies, all the manipulation, you know, all the things that they have withheld, you know, the fact that they have this false charm. We've seen past their false charm, and we've seen their jealous streak. We've seen how ugly it gets when they become jealous. Now we're turning down this person here because I really feel like there's somebody that likes to withhold love. So one minute they'll shower you in praise and gifts and money, you know, and once they get what they want, or once they feel like they've used you up for whatever their hidden agenda or ulterior motive was, then they'll leave. You know, they'll probably use love, or maybe they confuse lust with love. I also feel like there's a lot of people that we may know. It could be a water sign specifically, or just someone that is emotionally manipulative and deceptive, where their jealousy has ruined a lot of relationships here. And I feel like they never follow through on the things that they say that they're going to do, just to cause confusion or to make the other person doubt themselves and wonder why, you know, why aren't they giving me any more attention? Well, it's probably because you may have said no to them, or maybe you've spoken your truth and shattered their, you know, delusions of grandeur. You've shattered their illusion that they've been living in. You've destroyed their ivory tower that they've been living in. And just by being in our presence, they realize that everything that they never achieved is being achieved by us. And we may be making it look easier. Maybe they're just jealous at the fact that we're doing well and doing better than them without them. Some of us are really hoping to focus on creativity here for sure. You know, we're feeling like we don't want to be tied down. We're not really looking for commitment. We're not really involved in love just because we've dealt with too much deception. We're dealing with a lot of people, you know, becoming more and more jealous. So people we may have known for years, you know, along our journey of the glow up, along us trying to do better and be better and achieve, you know, long-term goals and actually accomplishing these things. A lot of people are going to start turning on us, or we're going to realize that certain people that called themselves our friends, or certain people that may have said that they were interested romantically or whatever, they're not following through because they're jealous and they feel like, you know, maybe they're inadequate. They need to be needed. And if they feel like that we don't need them, or if we don't, you know, if we don't chase them, or if we don't stroke their ego, or if we're not, you know, if we're entertaining other people besides just them, they have a problem with it. So then when you know, when it comes to initiating contact, they won't do it. They'll stay silent, and they just withhold how they truly feel. Period. And the Starman reversed. That says it all. Somebody's not living up to their full potential. And they know it. Someone is actively choosing not to be better because let's be real, change is tough. It's hard enough, changing ourselves. So I can only imagine, other people, especially who are more weak-willed, weak-minded, easily rattled, controlling, manipulative, and deceptive, and especially envious and jealous. Yeah, it's going to cause a lot of problems when they see that we're actually making an effort. The advice is with the earth sign, be wary of earth signs, air signs, and Scorpios for sure. I also see Pisces, Cancer, and fire as well. So I see all elements basically. Be wary of who you're talking to, what information you're giving out. Somebody's rushing you. If you're feeling rushed, or if somebody's always trying to come at you with last minute plans, or if they're trying to throw you off with their anger, if they have a jealous streak, if you notice these types of things, stay away from them, because everything that they say that they're going to do, they talk about all the things that they want to do in the future. Oh, we're going to go do this. Oh, we're going to do that. Oh, I want to wine and dine you, or oh, I want to have kids, or whatever it is that they say. They're future faking. They're trying to pull the long con. They're pulling the wool over people's eyes. They're wearing a mask. And I really feel like somebody is just outright being deceptive and malicious. Guys, continue to tap into your creativity. There's going to be a lot of defensiveness from people. There seems to be a lot of people within our family and just surrounding us that are just not healing themselves. I see a lot of deception here. A lot of people that seem to think that their ideas are better than other people's, or they feel as though they are superior in some way, or they present themselves and appear as though they feel that they're superior. But deep down, there's a deep emotional wound here where somebody is just not. They're not mature, and they're definitely not disciplined to be able to sustain a long-term relationship, or a healthy one at that. Let's clarify some of these here. Let's see the Starman reverse, because that's kind of interesting to be in the outcome. Be wary of people with black magic. Like I keep telling you guys are more than welcome to contact me. Renee, also, if you happen to watch the playback, sweetie, I did get your email finally. I was buried underneath I don't know how many damn emails, but I finally found your message. I will be responding to you with that. But anybody else that needs help concerning black magic, doing reversal spells, protection spells, things of that nature, if you would like a consultation, reading as well, guys, all of my contact information is in the description box below. That way we will be able to, or I will be able to help you with those energies. But also, guys, and as a side note, moderators in the chat, if you guys could please, the links I'll always from here on out at the beginning of the stream, I'll put at the top of the chat all the links necessary for those just joining the live stream. Now, let's go ahead and clarify the Starman reverse, because it's funny. This Starman reverse, there are a lot of con artists, and there are a lot of people doing black magic, hence why I even brought up my services that I offer, spiritual bath kits that I also have to offer on my site. That would be very helpful with this. And especially when it comes to dark magic, I feel like it's not going to manifest, but they are actively working towards this. So some of us may be hit with a wave of sadness, or we may be hit with a wave of confusion, or maybe we're confused at somebody's reaction towards us. They may have been really sweet in the beginning, really friendly and supportive, just to turn around and to completely do the complete opposite. Let me see the Starman reversed. Here we have the Nine of Chalices reversed. So I really feel like there seems to be a lot of codependency issues. Somebody could be a drinker. And so they never know how they really feel, because they always numb it with drink or with drugs. They also are addicted to people. So they'll surround themselves with just about anybody and everybody, even if those people are not beneficial to their lives. And I feel like also concerning this situation with black magic, especially, again, what goes around comes around. So whatever's being put out, it will go right back. There seems to be a lot a lot of things that people are doing around us that may be draining us. So we may be dealing with a lot of vampiric type of people, narcissists especially, where we end up feeling drained, or we end up just feeling unfulfilled emotionally. Somebody's trying to manipulate the other person's emotions. And the star reversed right here. There seems to be a lot of pessimistic people surrounding us, and that's draining as it is. Decisions, you guys. 222. How can we regain balance? Because this, I mean, there seems to be a lot of scenarios where we're running into people that are trying to steal our peace and happiness. And we've got to protect our peace at all costs. Show me the Princess of Wands here. Oh. So we have the alien reverse. This has been coming out a lot, you guys. So some of us could be dealing with the Virgo here, or just dealing with somebody here that hides, you know. They're very young at heart. You know, they're not really looking to settle down or to, you know, to do anything long term. I feel like some of us are afraid of, somebody is dealing with fear of being alone, period. Some of you guys may be staying inside too much. Some of you guys may be allowing too many of your fears or other people's fears to manipulate your mind or emotions. There seems to be a lot of people where the maturity level is just not, it's not even. And here we have the Lovers reversed coming out again. So we're going to have to make a decision to choose nobody and to choose ourselves, really. And by us doing this, it's definitely going to make a lot of people unhappy here. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of broken promises, you know. There's a lot of broken promises. You know, some of us are dealing with money issues. Things are a little bit imbalanced. We can't seem to manage our time. You know, some of us may have dropped the ball. We couldn't juggle everything. There's been a lot of things up in the air. We're awaiting certain decisions when it comes to new work situations. Some of us could have received bad news concerning someone here, or maybe dealing with a stalker, dealing with somebody that's trying to, again, cause harm in our lives, or just trying to say things to you know, throw us off of our game, or whatever it is. You know, I feel like there's definitely a situation where somebody's wish is not going to come true. So whatever somebody's, if they're wishing for our downfall, it's not going to happen. You know, if they're wishing for them to get their way, it's not going to happen. Prince of Chalices reversed. So we definitely have an Aries individual or a fatherly figure here. Could even be a boss here. I definitely see that good things are coming our way when it comes to new work. There just may be a delay. But that's Mercury retrograde, right? So we're dealing with a little bit of a delay with that, but we do have a lot to look forward to financially. There are a lot of opportunities developing. But there are a lot of knights here. The only knight that's not here is the Knight of Wands. More because it's the Knave of Wands with the messaging. They're starting off with the message, but that could be, it could be a fire sign that's future faking. They'll say they do this, or somebody with fire in their chart, or somebody that's, you know, hot-headed in some way. We're going to have to make a decision here. And we know in our heart of hearts that we may love certain people, but logically, logistically, it's just not prudent to keep them around. Show me the King of Pentacles. Okay. So we have 3 cards coming out: the Sun, the 3 of Chalices, and the 7 of Chalices reversed. It's way more than 3 people, you guys. Way more than 7 people, where we're going to have to liberate ourselves from all this, because they're definitely being deceptive. They're if you ask somebody a direct question here, it could be a friend especially, or again, people in the family, people that are in our romantic interest. It could be, you know, especially a situation where we just need to focus on creating new friendships and doing away with any love offers or anybody that deceives us or throws red flags at us the first time. Once we realize or recognize a pattern or recognize some sort of red flag that we've already been there, done that with, it's time to liberate ourselves from this. I feel like we need to liberate ourselves from a Leo and a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn as well. I also feel like the more we tap into our creativity, writing, dancing, singing, anything artistic, that will fulfill you and bring you happiness. Staying away from vampiric people, staying away from people who drink, staying away from people that are trying to take your time, take your ideas, take your happiness, take your peace. We need to liberate ourselves from that. There seems to be a lot of people with a lot of different choices, so be very, very careful when it comes to people trying to rush you into into being intimate, or rush you into being in a relationship with them, and then come to find out they've got every single one of their exes they're still friends with. They're still hanging around people. The lines are blurred. And here we have the Princess of Swords reversed again. I really have been seeing a lot of references to the Prince of Swords and the Princess of Swords. Whether it's upright or reversed, they're still here. And somebody's still trying to watch on the sidelines, or they're stalking. Maybe they're trying to drive by your house or trying to follow you somewhere. Be careful and pay attention of your surroundings, because you know what? There's definitely somebody that's just not, they're hiding how they truly feel. They're hiding what's really going on, and they're trying to project it onto others to bring doubt and confusion. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Guys, be sure to get out and get some sun, especially if you haven't had some chance to get out. Like I said, I see somebody here that's staying inside too much. They're experiencing cabin fever. They're isolating themselves due to the fear of running into the same types of cluster B personality disorder people. But I really feel like there are a lot of opportunities now of stepping outside of our comfort zone. And whoever it is, whether it's an Aries or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or anybody else for that matter that you're dealing with these sorts of traits, they're immature, they have impulse issues, they're stagnant, they're lazy, they don't make an effort, they're and you're always dealing with the same old future faking, disappointment, dealing with bullshit. If you're weakening yourself by maybe drinking too much or drinking period, and whatever it is that you're dealing with codependency issues with other people, maybe other people are needing to always have this reassurance. They try to test your feelings for them, and so they do underhanded things such as trying to make you jealous, or maybe they feel jealous, so then they make you feel like you're doing something wrong by not coming through when they say they're going to come through, not following through on any of their promises, and just overall talking shit. Keep putting time into yourself. Whatever you've been building, it will develop. But stay away from people that take away your happiness and block your blessings, because something's going on with this Nine of Chalices reversed. Could be psychic attack. I'm seeing with that as well. Ace of Pentacles reversed. All right, so we have the Tower reversed. So some of us may be fearing some of the changes that we need to make or are being presented with. So some of us may be dealing with losing a job opportunity here in the past, or dealing with, maybe trying to find work and feeling like it's been so slow finding a good opportunity for yourself. Maybe you're feeling like you'll never find anything good, but that's not true, because I do see that coming in now. And we're just dealing with certain losses right now, missed opportunities, because those were meant to be missed. Certain plans that are made, or certain things that people say, maybe you're exchanging a lot of ideas with other people. And somebody's going to end up definitely getting some bad news concerning something. Maybe it could be concerning travel. Maybe somebody's supposed to be going and going to an interview here or a meeting, or maybe somebody's supposed to come over, or whatever the case may be. I feel like, especially if we're dealing with stalking, we need to immediately get the police involved. If anybody's threatening us, be wary of that. If we're noticing any hacking going on, be aware of that. Pay attention to your bank accounts, pay attention to your PayPal, whatever it is that you use, because somebody is definitely trying to get, have a moment to have the upper hand over us. But I definitely feel like there's a lot of angry communication going on, miscommunication, just because somebody is jealous, and that's what motivates their behavior, their impulsivity. Show me the Prince of Swords. All right, so we have two cards here. This is the fourth time we've seen the Lovers reversed, and now we have the Ace of Chalices reversed. We can't even, I mean, somebody's definitely self-involved. They're sleeping with multiple people, telling everybody that they maybe love them or whatever, but they don't have any love for anybody. And if we do get any love offers or any offers for one-night stands or whatever, we're blocking it off here. Somebody's not over a past relationship, and they're still sleeping with an ex, or they're still involving themselves, but I feel like they may have cheated in the past, triangulated us in the past. They may be trying to come back quickly just to try to sleep together again. I feel like that will block our blessings especially. So if we accept that invite, I see that it'll block it'll block our creativity. It will block our manifestation abilities. It'll drain us energetically. It will cause a lot of pain. So we need to continue to focus on filling our own cup, because somebody's just trying to consistently drain an already empty cup, or they're showing up with an empty cup, expecting the world, telling everyone things that they think they want, they want to hear, just to be able to get in their beds and their heads and be able to go back whenever they want to. Show me the Prince of Pentacles. The Three of Wands reversed. I feel like there's somebody in the chat. I don't know who it is, but there's definitely somebody in the chat that's draining in some way. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe you're dealing with draining people or whatever, but somebody needs to get it together. Three of Wands reversed. I see that somebody's not going to be coming through because they're lazy, or because they don't want to do anything if they're not going to get anything out of it, or if there's no promise of, getting anything out of it. They're just out for their own ends, or maybe they're just dealing with the fact that they can't sleep, or maybe somebody's drinking too much, so that's affecting their sleep. Maybe somebody's having nightmares. Some things are just really starting to intensify when it comes to anything that we're seeing or dealing with emotionally. I definitely see a lot of references to psychic attack for sure. Somebody's going to be very angry, and it's going to hit us. But we need to find a way to replenish our energy reserves. So if we need to, stop using social media for a little while, if we need to disconnect, cut our phones on airplane mode, if we need to go out in the sun, take a walk, exercise, do whatever it is that we need to do, meditate, to get out of that funk, or to get out of the draining energies, the draining relationships, especially. Eight of Chalices. All right. So we have the Princess of Pentacles. So see, there are a lot of opportunities that we've had to turn down in matters of the heart and concerning financial opportunities. But we will get news of money coming in, more people wanting to work with us. Maybe we're getting a message from an earth sign here, or maybe we're just exchanging messages with someone here. Maybe we're finally receiving that check, or receiving, money concerning our creative abilities. I also feel like there are some things that we are developing, and it's not yet been, manifested into the tangible realm, but it is developing, and we are working towards this slowly but surely. So whatever seeds we've been planting, that reminds me a little bit of spring as well. We'll start to see through the spring, leading through the summer and the fall, that things will start to develop and accelerate. Here, somebody said that they were afraid of the High Priestess reverse coming out. Well, here it is, sweetie. Somebody's definitely dealing with a lot of psychic downloads, and it may be overwhelming to some of you. You may be getting headaches. You may be being kept up at night, or you're waking up around 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. You're dealing with memories, maybe bad childhood memories, or you're feeling like somebody's still stuck in the past in some way. There's definitely a lot of decisions that need to be made for sure. We're going to have to end up changing our minds, especially when it comes to certain relationships, whoever we're inviting to the house. We need to be wary of who we're talking to, especially online. So be wary of that. Be wary of who you've been adding online, because somebody's going to try to stalk you, or somebody's going to try to get information. Be careful what you post online when it comes to where you're going or what you plan on doing. You know, if you want to post up pictures of what you already did, then do that. But don't tell anybody about what you're going to do, period, point blank. Somebody is spreading somebody's secrets, or somebody's secret is out. And there are a lot of hidden agendas with people coming back from the past, especially during this Mercury retrograde. So be very careful, because somebody is just trying to get information here to use it to their advantage and to use it against you. So don't give anybody anything that could be used against you, or that could put you in a compromising situation. Here we have the Queen of Swords again. Continue to stand in your truth. Most of us are going to end up changing our minds. I see multiple 8s and multiple 9s. And that alone tells me that things will change positively. But when it comes to the decision that we have to make, we've got to end something. So whatever it is, it could be a workplace situation, living situation, family situation, friendship, love, whatever the case may be, lifestyle. It's time to cut the ties. Cord cutting rituals, severing soul ties, not sleeping with people in order to continue to keep those bonds severed. Somebody is impulsively going to come by, or impulsively going to message with something very harsh, very ugly, something where they feel like that's the last resort to try and get a response out of you. Don't fall for it. Speak your truth. Don't let them break you out of character. Don't let their foolishness seep into your auric field, and just leave them out in the cold. If you know that you just got to cut it off, cut it off. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Tauruses. It's like you may feel like there's unfinished business, or somebody's feeling like they don't have closure, but don't allow them to re-enter here. There's going to be a cancellation with a trip, or a delay with the trip. Somebody's going to end up, somebody's future faking. So if they're having plans to come see you, they may have already known when they made the plans. Like they knew before they made plans with us that they wouldn't be able to come through, but they made the plans anyway. But we may not know that if we're not paying attention. But if we're tapping into our intuition, and we're paying attention to our gut feeling, we're paying attention to when we're feeling drained, we're paying attention to people that are outright deceptive and manipulative, we're paying attention to their little patterns, we'll be able to break free from that and liberate ourselves. But there are a lot of people that we need to complete cycles with, and to focus on only making new friends, and stepping outside of the comfort zone, because there's definitely some gossiping going on, and there's definitely a lot of false promises being made. Queen of Pentacles. Be wary of reckless people. So if they do drugs, or if they hang out with people that do drugs, if they, if they drink and drive, if they're sleeping with everybody and not wrapping it up, if they're doing all these extra things that put their health at risk, their safety, and, their lives at risk, stay away from it as well. If you got to go out at night, make sure you got your pepper spray, your taser, just like I do. If I walk out of the house, that's what I have on me, period. Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like that with the Two of Pentacles coming out sideways, I feel like we need to definitely make some decisions. Some of us are still in the middle. Some of us have already made these decisions. And now we need to focus on regaining balance. 222, remember, all about regaining balance. If we see imbalances within relationships, it's time to make a decision to close the account. If we're noticing overdraft fees or whatever the case is going on, pay attention quickly, get on it quickly, and regain your balance financially as well. Find ways to balance work and home, work and play especially. Some of us are not allowing ourselves to rest. So we're all work and no play, or maybe we just dropped the ball and we're not able to do anything because we're trying to do everything. we're trying to be everything to everybody, or maybe we're still healing from having done so in the past of trying to be everything to everybody. And right here, the Four of Wands, just keep in mind, guys, that no matter what, things are going to manifest. So you may not see them immediately, but through these decisions and through you regaining balance, you'll start to see things turn in your favor. You'll start to notice more opportunities, more work opportunities, more love opportunities, more opportunities to move. Maybe you felt like at one point, you know, things just couldn't go right for years or for however long. And now you're starting to see you put yourself first. You cut off those soul ties. You know, you did what you had to do or reached out for help to get it done. And you can finally start to see that there's even an opportunity to create a relationship, as long as it's outside of the comfort zone. Anybody coming back from the past period, they all have hidden agendas. They see what you're getting ready to do, or they can feel your energy. They can feel you healing. They can feel that you're you know, making moves, leveling up. You're awakening. You're aware of their bullshit. You'll call them out. No more letting shit slide. Listening to your inner voice. Some of you guys are just thinking about certain people or dreaming about certain people because they're thinking about you and they're dreaming about you, or they're trying to contact you. Maybe they're doing spell work against you, depending on the visuals that you get when thinking about these certain people. But jobs are definitely going to be established, you know, to be able to pay off any debts. If anybody owes you money, you'll be able to manifest what you need. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Be wary of pessimistic people. It will rub off. I don't give a damn how positive you are and how sparingly you hang out with certain people. Some people just need to be cut all the way off, just like with this Queen of Swords. They need to be put in their place, and that's that. Remember, somebody doesn't want something to end. Somebody's going to try to sweet talk you or make you feel special or make you feel like they finally understand what they did wrong, or, you know, they want to make it right, or they're still not over you, or whatever the case may be, but they're just going to go right back. This is crazy. Be wary of people with no faith. They don't have to believe the same thing that you do, but if they don't believe in God at all, be careful with that as well. That just came through. Anybody that tries to knock your, you know, knock the fact that you like tarot readings, that you like, you know, astrology, stay away from people like that. Because they'll try to make you doubt what it is that you know. Or maybe if you talk a lot about intuition, you talk a lot about awakening, ascension, things like that, and they have no clue what you're talking about, you got to stay away from that. If you're dealing with a lot of stress, get some rest. Focus on firm foundations, because I do see a lot of good fortune coming into our lives. Debts are being rectified. Stop holding on to certain items. Some of you guys need to sell some things. Some of you guys need to do away with certain family for sure. Leave a workplace situation where they're just, or a living situation, or whatever the case may be, where things are just effed up. One-sided relationships, especially if we've been holding on to that, it's definitely time to let it go. Be careful of identity theft, fraud, somebody committing fraud. Get rest, you guys. I'm telling you. Indecision is keeping you trapped in your mind. Somebody's going to end up going to jail. Somebody's going to lose a legal battle, and they're not going to be able to pay bond or anything like that. Avoid the pettiness, avoid the argument, avoid people's opinions. You know, stand your ground. Say what you need to say, because the wheel here And with the 4 of Wands, I mean, everything is here, you guys. Focus on your money, focus on your home, your goals, and what you can control. We can't control what other people say. We can't control if they believe lies about us or whatever the case may be. We can't control or change other people if they don't want to change, especially. So we're going to have to liberate ourselves from people that don't celebrate us and find the people who do. We need to focus on what it is that we want long term. We need to focus on what fulfills us creatively, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and the list goes on. But I'm going to tell you like this. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Karmic cycle is complete. Karmic debt is paid. Make the decision you know you need to make, because what goes around comes around. And when it comes back around, you'll see that all the things that these people did to wrong you is now being done to them. But return negative energy back to sender 100-fold though. And that's that. Free yourself, free your mind, free your spirit. Freedom. Wow. The wind is going crazy today. Somebody's not liking the fact that we're speaking our truth now. Somebody's not liking the fact that we're choosing ourselves. Be very careful, you guys. But you know what, you guys? I hope you guys are doing well this weekend. Like I said before, I will be continuing to do these daily. Keep in mind, as stated before, like I said to those that have emailed me and reached out to me about private readings and things like that, yes, I am still doing private readings. Yes, at all times. Just contact me. Contact info is always in the description box below. Guys, if you would like to keep up with, when I go live, whenever YouTube has a tendency of not notifying you, we can communicate through there and I can update you that way. The links are also in the description box below. And also keep in mind, guys, I've noticed that YouTube, people have been coming up to me and telling me, or emailing me and messaging me, telling me that YouTube has unsubscribed them from the channel. They didn't unsubscribe themselves. So guys, if you notice that you come back and check and see that the subscribe, you've been unsubscribed by YouTube, just check back at the channel from time to time just to check in and see what I've uploaded. And if you're not getting notifications, maybe try to unsubscribe and subscribe again and hit the bell. But either way, just try to be proactive, you guys, and especially to those of you that have shared these videos. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much to the sponsors out there that support this channel. I really do appreciate it. And as always, it's always a pleasure, joining you guys on live stream as usual. But yeah, like I said, I want to continue to do this every day. I want to start talking a little bit more about how to work against these sorts of psychic attacks, spell work especially, and things of that nature. I want to help you guys be able to navigate through that a little bit easier. But as stated before, if you guys need extra help, just be able, just be sure to reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you. But other than that, you guys, try to use this time wisely, especially for those of you that feel like you don't have time to rest, or maybe you're feeling like you're in between a rock and a hard place, or maybe you're feeling like things are at a standstill, or things may be falling through currently. Just keep in mind that the blessings that are in on its way, they're going to trump everything at the end of the day. And we need to focus on staying consistent, not resting on our laurels, and not dealing with people who are angry or stubborn or controlling, manipulative deceptive, jealous, though, just being around those people or just even talking to them, having their text messages in your phone, having their number even in your phone can bring about a lot of energy that blocks you energetically. So it is imperative to pay attention to who you're talking to. Some people may have attachments on them that you don't even realize. And hence why I've been talking a lot about just not being physical with certain people or not engaging when it comes to people trying to rush you into bed, rush you into a relationship or whatever the case may be, because there's an ulterior motive behind that. If they try to, if their jealousy seems to get in the way, maybe you make a post on Facebook and they take it out of context, or maybe they see a lot of attention that you're getting and you notice that they stop liking your stuff and they stop gassing you up, and with the compliments and stuff, and everything is just shut down. Pay attention to that as well, because that will be coming out more and more along this journey of the glow up. So just pay attention, you guys. Keep your eyes peeled. And other than that, just make sure that you guys try and catch me. Like I said, I'm not sure what time works for everybody when it comes to me going live and stuff like that. But usually I'll try to do these live streams either mid-afternoon, between mid-afternoon, early evening. That way everybody can catch it, because it seems like more people are able to catch it later on in the day. But you guys are more than welcome to share your testimony and let everybody know that these readings have resonated, and just stay focused, you guys. Don't let these exes come back. Don't let these old friends come back. I find myself wanting to entertain it just out of boredom or, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, deep down, that you've been there, done that, and you know where it ends up. But other than that, not to beat a dead horse, you guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And like I said, guys, just be sure to join that Discord. That way we can start using that to update you guys, so you can join the live streams as well. Okay. All right. So until next time, you guys, stay blessed, not stressed, or rather until tomorrow, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love. Bye.